What's going on, everybody? We got another one for y'all outside in the out in the park. I want to make one of these for a while, so might as well. Thought today would be a pretty good day to kind of get my thoughts out, more updates on what's going on here in the beautiful city of Cleveland, and just really taking all this in. Really starting to finally enjoy the fruits of my labor that I've been working on for a while. A lot of people have been working on this. It's not just me. I can't take credit for all this. So this is just nature running this course. But this scene going out, just going outside, literally leaving where I'm staying and watching all these people project their feelings, their insecurities, their thoughts, how they see the world, how they want to have, how pretty much keep the status quo going, and how it's just all kind of crumbling around them and how they're just coping with it. It's very cathartic, truly, because it reassures and reinforces my belief of this needs to happen. The last thing I want to do is start beef with people that on the surface don't really deserve it, but everything happens for a reason. What I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That saying exists. And if these people that I'm, going against, or these people who I'm basically trying to show the light to and trying to basically, move this whole thing forward, if they were truly good, righteous, and kind people, this would never happen. This would never happen. This would never even get to this point, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I will have bigger fish to fry. Nature will be pushing me in a different direction if I wasn't supposed to be doing this here now at this time against these people. So the fact that this is happening, this reinforces everything that I've been working towards, and we all been working towards. So it's very cathartic, honestly. Just watching people make excuses and talk around me but not to me, and just constantly just show who they truly are, and honestly constantly reinforcing the black pill, that nature always favors those righteous, and God doesn't like ugly. And unfortunately, beautiful people are truly the ones with the most power in the world, honestly. Now beauty comes from within, but you can see that inner beauty by looking at someone's face. What I'm saying? That's normally how we make that judgment, and that's when all the emotions, the jealousy, the envy, the anger, all that stuff comes out, and people start operating off of their ego to help compensate for that lack of power, lack of inner beauty, which is understandable. I'm not entirely sure how we got to this stage as a species. I know in America, the best people aren't really here. Only the best people are here are the Africans who were brought here. Everybody else was kind of, the people who couldn't make it in their own home countries. You know what I'm saying? And they had to come here to make a better life for themselves. It's not a bad thing. That's what America is. It's just a land of immigrants, people who, just couldn't get it how they live where they were for whatever reason. A lot of, things outside of their control. That doesn't make them bad or lesser than, but at the same time, people come here. That's kind of what it truly is. Especially with white people. The best of them are still in Europe. They didn't really come over until probably the last recent few hundred years of that. They're still there because there's no reason for them to come to America. And they're not immigrants. They're not trying to immigrate. They're not trying to assimilate. They're cool where they're at, and they're in their culture. And it's very, very showing and very telling how people who pretend to love this country and pretend to truly be about what America is are also destroying it at the same time. Don't try to preserve anything. Don't want to build anything that lasts. Don't really, truly want to live through the natural order of things, and just trying to artificially create things and just make things out to be what they aren't truly. And it's once you take your ego out of it, zoom out into the third person, you can really start to see these things for what it truly is, and stop taking these things personal. This is not about me. This is personally not about me at all. This is what I have to do, unfortunately. No, fortunately, unfortunately, it's what I have to do to keep the world spinning. I know every single day that I am not important, and I'm not so important that if I were to leave today or tomorrow, the whole world would collapse. You know what I'm saying? So I take every single day as another episode in the story of life, and see what my role is every single day. And my role is, for the past few years, is to show, to hold up the mirror to people and be like, hey, this is kind of who you are. And this shows how very few people here, at least in this country, especially in this city, are truly living in accordance of that for their own personal benefit. You know, I see them all as sacrifices to like a bigger picture, you know, something bigger than all of this is coming. And all of this, from my perspective, is trying to get people ready for that, to get the people who are actually willing to do what needs to be done to put their life on the line. They're getting us ready for that, and those people are sacrificing themselves for that, which is very noble, very honorable. I appreciate it. It's just them kicking and screaming on the way out is kind of I think it's a little unnecessary, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to eat their vegetables when they're kids, so it's definitely understandable why they want to do that. So just want to come out here. I came all the way to the park. It's a ways away from where I'm staying at, but it's a very nice park, out of the way, isolated. I know they will be out here. The people will be out here trying to keep the status quo, trying to stay where they're at, because they need to be here. Truthfully, I get it. You know what I'm saying? That they can't make it. They can't really get how they live out here. They're too afraid, I should say. They can. You know, the leap that I'm asking people to take, it's literally a foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking them to take a foot, jump down to go 10 feet up, and they're too afraid to do that. So I'm out here just chilling. I'm gonna start to be out here a lot more, you know, day by day, especially when it's nice. I'm out here playing on my 3DS, playing Pokemon Moon and Black 2. It's a ROM hack on my 3DS. It's amazing. I love this thing. I've been waiting months to crack up. I had this at 3DS, I think, since January. I haven't really been picking at it for a little bit. Same thing with my Vita. But now I feel like I'm done doing like the heavy lifting. I can just sit around and play, because it's all this game. What everyone's doing around me, it's this theater. It's this, I can just play and have fun and truly continue what I'm doing, but in a different world. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working towards my goals, and I'm still doing what I need to do. It's just in a different sort. You know, I don't have to go out and, you know, make a big impact anymore. I made my impact. Now I can just chill out and once again enjoy the fruits of my labor, or enjoy the fruits of our labor. We all did this. We're all working towards this every single day, and I appreciate everybody who's doing this. You know, this isn't about race or gender or any ideology. This is about the haves versus the have-nots, and us preparing for something that's bigger than us, that we never faced before. So I'm definitely ready for it. You know, the theater. I mean, today, literally, as soon as I was leaving out, there was a hearse. You know, a hearse that rode right past me. There was, I think, 2 or 3 of them that I saw today. Constant cops, constant people walking around with strollers with their kids. You know, there's a lot of theater, a lot of fear. They know what's coming. They know the storm that's coming here in Cleveland, and I'm not worried as much about my personal grievance with my union and the government, and just worried about everybody as a whole. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I said what I said and did what I did with the paper, with the whole, you know, race war thing. You know, I'm just going out there to see what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Truly. And I see the people who support me. They can't do it openly, but I see the people who silently support me, and I appreciate them. And that's why I do this. I don't do this for myself. I don't need to do this. You know, I can be anywhere else in the entire world. I should be chilling out on a new beach in Barcelona right now. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I got to do this. Nature demands me to be here. So I will be here until I'm no longer needed. Essentially, that's how I see it. And I will take everything in stride and take all the blessings that I'm continuing to receive every single day, and keep going. You know, I will not stop. I will never stop. People need me. It's very, very clear that people need me to be here. So I will be here for them, and I will not leave them, and I will not abandon them. I will be in Cleveland forever. I won't live here every single day forever. This is my home. This is where I need to be. This is kind of where I need to be my home base. Like I said, people's projection, they're constantly pushing me away, but I know they want me here. I know they love me. I love them. And yeah, this is going to just lead to better and greater things for all of us as a whole, and try to do the most I can while getting like the least amount of people hurt at the same time. So that's the game plan. Just taking all this in, but yeah, seeing all this theater, all this fear. It doesn't make me feel good that all these people are scared and they're just projecting and pretending that they're not scared, even though they clearly are. Scratching their heads, scratching their faces. Their heart's not in it. Very few people are really truly about this shit. Which is a good thing, but also it's it's a little disheartening as well. I wish more people were truly about things bigger than themselves. But hopefully, I'm hoping that this will shine a light on people being like, hey, we have to really do things bigger than ourselves. And I know what's going on. The current regime in our government is shining light to that as well. So, this is all what needs to happen, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Truly. I'm glad. If someone would have told me when I was 19, I would have to do all this shit that I've been doing for the last 13 years, I would have thought you were insane. I would have never spoke to you ever again. But life never turns out how you want it to. It never turns out how you think it is, but it's always for the best. Always for the best. Like I said, I'm very, very thankful for this opportunity to be, this inspiration for people. I know a lot of people look up to me. A lot of people are very, very thankful for what I'm doing, and that's why I do this for them. So this is me just giving back to them, me giving back to the world. Like I said, the world's gonna keep spinning while I'm here or not. So while I'm here, I'm also to make the biggest impact as I can, and hopefully that I know this is going to continue to move forward, and just keep doing great things, because I know at the end of the day this is needed. A lot of people don't want to do this, but most of what people need to do isn't want it. And everybody wants what they can have. That's why everybody's hanging on to what they have, because that's what they want. And I'm starting to let go a lot of my shit, a lot of my things that I had. I let go of it. Like I said, the personal things I got going on, my local and the government, I let go of all of that, because that's not relevant to what's going on right now. I don't need to do any of it. My job there, it's done. It's over and done with. So I'm just enjoying all the theater, all the theatrics. I love all the threats. It's very, very good. Keeps the blood going. Keeps me on my toes. I love it. It's very nice. So it's just history repeating itself. Hate to see all this racist shit happening, all this jealousy is like the main thing. It's not so much about my skin color. People just jealous that they're not me, and they are upset that they are who they are. Can't really make people feel good about themselves, but at the same time, it's not gonna really get you anywhere personally by doing this. But it's their lives. I'm not gonna tell them how to live them. They're gonna do what they gotta do, and Godspeed. But there's more of these coming. I'm gonna start. I uploaded a few, and they're all private. I gotta make them public. I'm gonna start making daily one of these, and keep y'all updated, because this is some legendary shit going on out here, for real. And it's happening all over the place, all over the world. But here in Cleveland, it's definitely, especially on the west side, legendary shit. I'm getting government employees, officers, RTA members, all types of people just getting involved, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The more the merrier. I did not expect to get this far, truly. I was just beefing with 2 people at the beginning of this, and it turned into thousands. I had no idea how powerful I truly was. No one told me growing up. It's probably for the best. I probably should have known I was capable of this type of impact as a kid. I definitely would have been a bigger asshole than I am now. But I probably would have been a big piece of shit, honestly, if I would have known. So just thankful that I'm in my 30s now, understanding the power that I have, and using it very responsibly. Using it very responsibly. But yeah, that's it. Enjoy a little bit more of this nature. Be out here for another hour or two. Head on back and keep this going. So that's it. So yeah, y'all stay safe out here. Keep staying the course. We will get through this, and better days are definitely ahead. So y'all take it easy.